Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College. Offense set on first down. Give to the big fullback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Here's the handoff. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Sticks it in his belly. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. On the move at the 30. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We've played one before we move on. stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. On the option. Powers through the defender. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. Throws for the tight end. He makes a grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And the Raging Cajuns line it up with a 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajun.
Yeah, no monkey business. First down, come down.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cajuns. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Throws to the back. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Touchdown, Louisiana! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Power football with the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Offense with jumbo personnel. To the ground. He's got it again. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-0.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he spun away like a vapor. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. They'll go to the fullback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Handoff to the fullback. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field, but a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Off the play fake. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Run it with the fullback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll ride his man on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the option. He'll toss it. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.